Yes, you see some nice food that you want. Ooh, yeah, go on in. Go on in. Yay! Oh, wow. This was an ordeal. Hey everybody, it's Ozone. Welcome back to my little humble abode here in the world of Vintage Story. It might not look like much has changed in here, but I've been a pretty busy beaver in between episodes. I've got the rest of my house all done. Unfortunately, I am having a problem keeping everything lit, and that's something I want to get fixed in this episode. I went ahead and I made a little drifter mob trap down there, and I've also got a little bitty hidey hole area just in case I need someplace to go, because I am very worried about this place spawning mobs on me. It's a huge place, and as you can see, I've got lots of torches around, but it's also very easy to let them burn out, as we just saw with this one. Furthermore, I've learned that during a temporal storm, any solid block in here can spawn a drifter, even if there's enough light levels. And, well, that's a little scary. And so that's why I've left this wall up. I feel safer in this smaller area in here, but I have a plan. Something that we want to get done this episode. And since the floor in here is pine, and I want to keep that aesthetic, what we can do is make slabs instead. And it uses half as much wood. So I'm going to be spending a little bit of time replacing all of this flooring. Now that it's all put down, I'm just going to replace it all with half slabs. Well, not like that. Placing these slabs and getting the vertical is a bit of a pain. There we go. So because these are bottom half slabs and they're not full blocks, this is spawn proof, which I wish I would have known before I had started filling in all the flooring. Both here and the floor above me, I want to do this too. Yeah, all right. Well, this is going to be one of those projects that happens slowly over time through the night. I just wish there was a way to get slabs out of these plank blocks that I've already used and put down. You would think, oh, well, that all works. I kind of didn't expect that, honestly. I expected to be able to do this and cut it into 2 slabs. But, you know what? That's okay. I'm glad to have discovered that. And out here, the other big change is that we now have snow on top of the ground. Ooh, and all my crops are dying. I've been waiting for this to happen, hoping that the crops would grow, but they didn't. At least not these onions. I'm really hoping the flax will finish growing, but I highly doubt anything will at all. It is December 5th in game, so we are in winter. Winter is here. One of the other things that I did, though, is I squared out my garden. This was very uneven, and so I squared it all out so that I could continue to grow the garden a little bit. I had been running around here breaking the water so that it would continue to hydrate the soil, and I even put stones inside the water, hoping that it would keep it from freezing over. But it doesn't work clearly. So maybe we can actually get a little bit more out of here, but I highly doubt anything is going to be growing before spring. But out here with my animal pen, well, you can see I've also made some changes. I've cordoned the boar off into this small area, and I had a second sow just appear. Actually, the sow got trapped into my little trap here. The second time I've had a sow trapped in there. So I brought her up, made her a little pen, got her fed and pregnant, and so now I got 2 batches of piglets in the womb, as they say. And I've got this little bit here, just in case something else wants to try to join the pigs. I don't know. Anything I can get into the pen is going to be useful. Now, I've also been really, really lucky to get these 2 goats trapped in a little pen here. I had originally trapped just the ram, and I was later chasing the ewe, and she joined the ram right here in the trap. So I'm really happy to have these 2, and I've just got to find a way to find some time to get them corralled and all the way over into that area. I've been coming over into this area doing a fair bit of hunting, and I've been able to make some good kills in here. One time I killed a wolf and I got some good pelts out of that. And then the rest of the pack almost killed me. So yeah, that was a little scary. But then they actually came to the house and I was able to do a good bit of damage to them from inside the house. But eventually I did track them down and I killed the other 2 wolves. I think there's a third one around here. But yeah, I'm just happy to have these 2 sheep and be able to try to get them home. But that is going to be a big project for this episode. Unfortunately, the day goes by so quick. I just don't know how I can get it done. It seems like by the time I get out here, it's almost getting nighttime and I got to go back home again. I guess I'll just work on making a corral the best I can whenever I can, because it's going to take some time. Well, back to my ongoing nighttime project. There we go. Like I said, a good nighttime project. Now, unfortunately, it's really easy to place these guys as vertical slabs, and I could tell by the tooltip that the wrench would let me fix it, but I don't have a wrench, so I've just got to do it the old-fashioned way. And that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Another thing that I've done is I've continued to do the leather working. So I currently have in here 15 bits of leather from the 3 huge bear hides that I had, which is going to be great. I can make backpacks or something like that. And I've got another set of leather going in here, and I've got another pelt right here, ready to go into the tannin. But basically, I've used up an entire barrel's worth of borax solution, which means that the entire barrel of weak tannin is going to get used up, and the entire barrel of the strong tannin is also going to get used up. So I feel like I need to make a couple more barrels. I didn't really plan on this being a whole room dedicated to leatherworking, but it's fine. It works, and I'm glad to be making the progress. 15 leather, I can do an awful lot with that. Well, maybe not so much. The leather backpack takes 8 pieces of leather, so I could really only make 1. But there's a lot of other stuff that could be made, and a lot of it is clothes. There are some bow stuff, which I think I probably want to start making, and there's also the leather armor. Leather jerkin, leather helmet, leather body armor, because even though leather armor doesn't give as good a protection as the lamellar armor that I'm currently wearing, it is the basis for the other pieces of armor that we can make. So for instance, you make some chain links and you put that over leather armor and you have chainmail, and then you can make some scales to go with it. At least I think it's scales, and you put that on top of there and you get even better armor. So this lamellar armor is only so useful, and the rest of it needs leather. But the backpacks is the big thing that I really wanted the leather for. We could get some good upgrades in storage capacity from that. Wow, it is a winter day for sure. Look at all, I mean, I'm on the lake, and I wouldn't even know it. Snow everywhere, and once again, heading back to try to move the sheep. This is, like I said, this is going to be a kind of a long project, so one thing at a time. All we can do is keep trying. And look at how low the sun is. Oh, I'm going to be really, really unhappy if for some reason these guys get out. But this will be the new holding pen, and I'm going to put down a trough here, which I also need a bunch of grass for. And apparently I can't get grass, not with this much snow. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Well, the general hope is that by placing a bunch of grass in the trough here, they will be attracted to it and will voluntarily work their way down here. And hopefully they don't get out. But they should be free to be on their way. And you're going to butt me, aren't you? I also have no way of getting out of here yet, so I'm going to have to do that too. Guess I want to put another gate right here. That should be fine. Now let's work on getting some grass so I can fill up the trough and have that be a lure to them. All right, well, it's got 2 portions of food in there. Hopefully that's enough to make them want to come this way. Surprisingly, it's like brighter now than it was earlier. Kind of amazing. All right, well, guys, time to go. The ewe simply wants to run away from me, and that's good. Oh, there goes the ram. it's going. The U will try to follow the ram. But for the moment, I need her to go that way. Hey, there she goes. Finally, there she goes. Nope, you're at least not coming back this far. All right, all right. That is good. I'm happy with that so far. Now I got to take down all my fencing and start setting up another set of fencing on the other side. And this is going to be the pattern. Just a little bit at a time, make a little runway and try to corral them into one area and hope that I don't screw up somehow and make a way for them to get out when they don't really want them to, right? If I don't set it up just right, they can get out, and that will mean for a very sad ozone, honestly, because I want those guys in my farm. But that's a tomorrow problem. Now, for right now, we just got to get this torn down and set up a new pen on the other side. I am afraid that the extra snow might let them get out. So I'm going to double up this pen for right now, because I've been able to jump on top of the fences. Well, that's good enough for right now. We'll have to come back tomorrow and try to do better. Well, now that I've done it and made everything half slabs, I kind of don't like it. Aesthetically, I just don't really like it. But I like kind of having a feeling of confidence that things aren't going to spawn in these areas when the torches accidentally burn out because I'm not keeping track of it. So I guess I'll play with it, and I guess I'll go with it for a little while. This is one of the things that I really don't like. Like, I just can't pop down and start napping another flint tool because it doesn't work on top of these items. Maybe on top of that? Yeah, okay. Not so great. Especially now that I am having trouble collecting the grass because of the snow on the ground, it would be really nice to stop relying on torches. I've burned through a lot of torches these last couple of episodes, and I'm kind of getting tired of running around and doing that. Fortunately, there is a light source available using bowls and lumps of fat, and it's called an oil lamp. And apparently, it never goes out. So, with one of these guys instead of a torch, let's pop that on that table. And that should eliminate the problem because, like I said, it never goes out. It is not as bright as a torch. And right now I'm using 4 torches in this room. In theory, I can use just one if I set it up in the middle of the room right here somehow. So I'm going to try to figure out like a lantern design or something that will hang from the roof, and maybe I could get something good going here with just one of these oil lamps, because yeah, I'm getting tired of always replacing the torches, and I don't really want to do 4 in here. Now, unfortunately, that will make this room considerably darker, and that's not really good for video, so I might keep using the torches, but it will also be a way to ensure that nothing's going to spawn and that we have enough light level. I still haven't taken down this wall because I'm still not convinced that this is going to be enough, but I believe if I did another one in this room, hanging down, and one in this room, like under these beams, that I think it would do well enough, and I could just put a table in the middle of the floor, but I don't really want to do that. So, I don't know. Let me see what I can come up with as I play with some things. Well, it's something. I can't say I'm really happy with it. I don't think there's a lot of options when it comes to trying to make a chandelier, except for actually picking up a chandelier in a ruin somewhere, because that's a thing that exists and I can't make it. This, I believe, is casting enough light. It gives a light level of 11, and so that should be enough to really encompass the room. It's quite dark over here, though, and honestly, I'm not terribly certain if I can actually look at the light level of the block. So, but it is definitely darker in here than I would prefer. But I just don't have a lot of lumps of animal fat, and while I could kind of go crazy with these things inside, I also want to use them outside. Because again, I'm using a lot of resources putting torches on the side of the house to try to keep the rifts away. And I would like to switch over to using these lamps. So I'm going to go with this for now, and my quote hanging chandelier, yeah, it's not so great, quite honestly, but it's good enough. I can walk underneath it and it doesn't get in the way. And it kind of sort of looks like a hanging chandelier. But of course, if you have any suggestions, I am all ears. Like I've said, a builder I am not, and I'm not terribly familiar with the items that are available in this game. So yeah, I think that'll be great. Please let me know if you have any better ideas. Wow, I thought that this would be enough. Actually, I thought that 2 would be enough because there's supposed to be a light level of 11. And so that means it should go out to 11 blocks. But these corners are awfully dark and I don't like that at all. Oh, well, I guess it's worth it to just keep adding more oil lamps into the room. But yeah, it's adding up. I don't have a lot of animal fat. Okay, well I put down another 3 oil lamps around, and I feel like this is getting better. It's just not bright enough. I mean, I know they're not supposed to be bright, but wow, I've used 6 on this level here. And I've got 3 in this level right now. But I've still got the wall up and I've still got torches. So will it be enough? Probably not. I really just need to do some more hunting. I've been so focused on getting those sheep here, and it's been taking so much time. These oil lamps are good, but definitely not enough fat. Not enough fat. I was hoping I could use some on the outside, but the inside is way more important. Well, now that it's somewhat light out, I had remembered something that I wanted to go check. I had made some animal traps across the way here, and tried to collect some other animals, like chickens and rabbits. And I realized that just putting traps out and not checking them isn't really a very good thing to do, because they end up dead. So I had put some traps in here, trying to catch that rabbit in a trap. And that rabbit is just, like, stuck. It's been trying to fit between the head gap for 2 days. Oh my. I really don't know what to do about it, you know? I want that rabbit, and I want to be able to take it home, and it should be attracted to one of those traps. But not much is going on with it right now. Well, I'm going to make this a little bigger, and maybe the rabbit can figure out something. I don't know. I doubt it. Well, it's off to try to move some sheep once again. Let's hope we can make a little bit more progress than last time. Well, good to know they're still here. But yeah, I'm going to continue working on laying the path, and I think I'm just going to switch over to dirt instead of this stuff. I don't know. But yeah, I am kind of glad that I made the fence too high. You know, it just feels better knowing that they're not going to get out, because I really don't want to lose these guys. Well, here goes nothing. Somebody ate the stuff. You're both over there, so let's see if we can get you to come on down to the new place. And I do have to be a little cautious, because that ram likes to headbutt. And if I were to punch the guy, well then he would come after me. Honestly, this kind of seems to be working. Yeah, I'll take it. I need to do something to get over there and chase the ewe away, though. She seems to be stuck. Alright, girlie. Go the other way. Come on. Yeah, go the other way. Very good, very good. Just crazy how dark it is. Oh, it's 3 o'clock already. Perfect. Perfect. I'll double these guys up, and I feel like they're doing really well. And I'll come back and move them some more tomorrow. Progress. Dang it! The ewe somehow escaped. I don't know how. She was in the middle of trying to run over here, and I guess she went out like that. Well, phooey. My biggest fear. I guess I'll try to leave this baited, and maybe she'll want to come back and be able to get in over the sidewalls here. So annoying. It looks like I'm cold. Look at my heads-up display. Oh, it seems like I'm cold. Well, I've been running around chasing after that ewe, and I did not find her, but I did get 2 deer. I killed 2 deer, so I got some more fat, more leather, and some red meat. And yes, I am absolutely cold. So that's a new thing. That is not very nice. I guess I'm glad to be home. Oh, this is bad. My house is on fire. This is bad indeed. I did a pit kiln and it spread. Oh my. I think my entire thatch roof is probably gone. I don't know how to stop it either. Okay. That log is burning. I think everything's out. Wow. That was not good at all. Not good at all. Dang it. I need a better area for my pit kilns, it seems. Fun, fun, fun. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I was really worried about that thatch roof. But everything seems to be okay up here, so that's good. Alright. Well, I knew winter was going to be tough, but man, it really is tough. You get no daylight to work outside. It's cold, you're taking damage while you're outside as it is. Your food is running out, and man, I just don't know what else to do. I'm kind of stuck inside, and I just don't know what else to do. But I do need to start thinking about spring. I've got a whole bunch of currants and cranberry bushes that I need to plant into a new area. I have been clearing out this area over here and planning to put a whole bunch of berries and currants there. And I still can, I suppose, but I wanted to get it more cleared out, but I've just been so busy trying to get the sheep over here, and that's failed. So, yeah, I'm feeling a little down in the dumps. I don't think things are going quite so well for me anymore. And I think I've got plenty of food, but I am also worried about my prospects for making it to spring. Because even though spring gets here, it doesn't necessarily mean that food will be readily available either. Well, surveying the damage from the outside, and it could have been a lot worse. Yeah, I lost some of it, and I lost all the wooden bits that were supporting my awning. I went ahead and remade the fencing, put that back down because I like to have that little extra layer of protection. But it could have been worse. I'm glad I caught it. Well, I'm going to go back out and try to find the ewe that ran away. I decided that I really don't want to go through the trouble of bringing over the ram without... dang, another one. Anyway, I feel like I'm just going to have to do everything again if I try to bring the ram over. So at this point, I'm going to try to find and trap the ewe. My hope is that the ewe will be attracted to the ram and, try to join it. But that doesn't seem like that's happened. Additionally, I have been digging some pits. I've got one there. I've got one right here where I've even made walls to try to funnel things into it a little better. And I've got another one elsewhere. Well, there's my ewe over there, or a ewe. Can I get her chased into the right place? Probably not, but oh well. See, the other thing is I'm actually out here trying to hunt anything I can hunt right now. I want to get fat, leather, and meat. It's all good. But I kind of want to capture that ewe. I know she's going to run away, but oh well, we got to try. I had her trapped down in the pit and she jumped out. That is a 3-block pit. Wow. I would not have expected that that would be the case. All right, well, it looks like all these traps that I have made, I need to make even deeper. I am literally being a sheepdog here, trying to chase this sheep around, which is kind of funny, really annoying and sad, honestly. But she's over there near the updated pit trap. Hopefully I can make her go into it this time and it's deep enough. I made it another block deeper. She is! She's there! Oh! Yay! Okay, well, I guess I get to try to corral her into the back home sometime too. Okay, well, at least she's there. At least she's corralled and I know where she's at. Oh, that was a lot of work. Who knows? Maybe I'll actually get something else to fall into the hole with this trap. This is a really good choke point area, and the walls here do a good job of really corralling everything to come in through this area. So I'm going to make it even bigger to make it even harder for something to miss it. But as usual, it looks like it's getting dark and about time to head home. Besides, I didn't bring enough food with me, and I'm kind of hungry. All right, we have a light temporal storm imminent. This is going to test my new mob proofing. And this is my hidey hole, just in case. I do want to see no drifters spawning inside here. That's better. Easier said than done, maybe. Whoa, look at that effect. That's freaky. I've never really noticed that before, but wow. Oh, there's one just spawning in here. Look at that. The wiki was very specific to say that half slabs would keep it from spawning. But literally right in front of my eyes, it spawned. Oh, that's not good. I don't like that at all. I worry about behind me. But oh well, I can take them as long as it's just one or two. I'm really disappointed. I worked so hard to try to make this all spawn-proofed. And in the end, it didn't matter. I was really surprised to see that drifter like just spawn in the air and then fall. I absolutely would have expected some to maybe spawn on top of the chests or crates are over there, or maybe that table. But yeah, this was smack in the middle of the room. Unfortunately, it was only the one. Well, we made it through the temporal storm. We had a rift like right behind on the back of the house, but and actually I got a fair bit of flax from the drifters that spawned from it. But again, it's another day and another opportunity to try to get the sheeps over to the house. And this ewe is turning out to be particularly troublesome. The ram is no problem at all. Just that he likes to headbutt me every now and again. But I think that regular old fencing just isn't sufficient. So I think for right now, I'm going to try to build a tunnel just out of dirt. And I'm a little concerned about this ewe. I've run into animals that just are never-ending running. Both of the rabbits that I had trapped, they just always ran. And I feel like it's an AI glitch and that they're not going to ever stop running. I don't know. But I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to try to get her corralled and over there and get back to the house. So we got a lot of dirt placing to do. Because the fences, well, they just don't seem to be working. All right, well, it is now several days later, and I'm going to try once again to get the sheep and ewes over into the pen here. And I have created basically the Grand Canyon of channels here. And this thing is, I've tried to make it 4 blocks tall the entire way. Yep. The entire way. I have gone through a ton of dirt, but it'll be worth it because I don't want to take any chances. Whoops, looks like I need to make this a little taller. Absolutely. I do not want to take any chances with this ewe jumping the rails once again, because for some reason she can just really jump. Yep, let's get this wall finished up and then work on actually getting the sheep over into the pen area over there. Let's hope it goes well. Well, first up, it's time to get the old ram free. And he likes to do an old headbutt. But he's also really slow. He's just really chill. So this might take a little bit of time. Once this guy's good, then I'll worry about the ewe. I mean, I could punch him and run away, I guess. Yeah, oh, he mad now. He mad now. He hurting. He hurting. I may not survive this, actually. Whew. Wowzers. Well, it was really effective, but it was also really dangerous, and I'm not doing so good, honestly. Okay, well, I at least got him this far. Have to try to do something different next time, I think. I need to get some healing. The ewe here, it should be a lot easier, a lot less dangerous. I think I'm mostly just going to open up the pit and let her try to find her way out. But I don't know. I'm also going to try to chase her since I want things to move along a little more quickly. But it shouldn't be dangerous for me. Let's hope. There she goes. All right, girl. Head on down the way. And please don't come back. I'm going to occasionally block... Oh my gosh! What the heck? She just went 3 blocks vertical. Did she happen to come back in? No. Oh my gosh. All this work. And the stupid thing got away. These were only 3 blocks tall. I made a mistake. Oh my gosh. So frustrating. Where did she go? Whoa. She just wandered back into the thing. Wow. These walls are a little bit more formidable than those were. And let's hope it's going to be enough. I do not want to go through this again. I got really lucky to have her fall back in. And I'm excited to hope that it actually works and she makes it all the way to the home. So far, things are going fairly well. I don't want to jinx it. Although I probably already have. Alright, she's with the ram and actually headed toward the cage? More or less. Oh, we might actually get this done today. The ram, he is just taking his sweet time. But that's what he does. Oh, she's in. She's in. Yay. The ram I am less worried about. The ewe has finally made it home safe, and I'm going to call that good for today. That is quite an accomplishment. And tomorrow, we can worry about, well, tomorrow, hopefully in the morning, the ram will have decided to travel a little further. He seems to be rather content right here. Aha. You know what? We can make a horsetail poultice. This is the first time I've ever tried to do that, but it's just reeds and horsetail. Well, it doesn't do much, but I feel a lot better. I don't feel like I'm on the edge of dying anymore, so that's good. Yeah, it's day 700 trying to wrangle the sheep. And let's actually hope that this is the last day that we have to do any of this. Come on, buddy. You're almost here. You're almost here. Don't you see some nice food that you want? Yes, you see some nice food that you want. Ooh, yeah. Go on in. Go on in. Yay! Oh, wow. This was an ordeal. But they are here. They are here. And now I want to add food to the trough so we get the lady pregnant. Because I want the babies. I want the babies. And I absolutely hope that I don't ever have to do this again. Hopefully, once the old lady settles down, she'll eat some food. And then we can have some pregnancy going on. But man, it is... She just doesn't want to settle down ever. I just don't think that I'm ever going to be able to milk her. I'm going to have to wait a few generations for them to calm down. before I can ever get some milk, I think. But, it was a big task. And you know what's also going to be a big task? Removing all of this. Just look at how big this is on the map. I mean, that is a long way. I expect that once I get up into this area, I'm not going to take it back down, but I'm definitely going to take everything down in this area around where I'm at. And that's a lot of work. I'm going to have to make a lot of shovels. Before we go, though, let's try to check on the old lady and see how she's doing. I can't see. Wait, I don't see any portions. What? Male? Goat? Oh, come on. I did all of this. And it wasn't even a female. It wasn't even a sheep. No. Well, I need to take a break after all that. And of course, this is a good time to end the episode anyway. So give me some love in the comments. I need some support after a duncy mistake like that. So please consider liking the video and maybe even subscribing to the channel. It would make all of this work a little more worth it, you know? And it would make me feel better about being such a dunce. Alright, well, in between episode, I'm going to be cleaning up the Grand Canyon. But for now, remember, be excellent to each other. I'm out.